We have got another PlayStation event update, whether it's a showcase state of play, unknown at the time of recording this, but we've got some info to go over to possibly shed more light on the possibility of a showcase slash state of play happening in the month of May. Before we jump into that, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share the video to keep this community growing. This video is also sponsored by Instant Gaming. Learn more about how you can win yourself a free video game later on in the video. Now let's talk about this whole thing with the PlayStation Showcase, the state of play. Well, Deal Labs has put out a new article, and this one comes from Billy Coon once again, who has been just critically reliable, like always on point with his leaks. And they have said that there's going to be another Astro Bot game. Now I know, no surprise. This is no surprise. We knew that this was coming, obviously through job postings, talks in the industry, that there was a new Astro Bot game coming. But what's really important and what sticks out is that this announcement is to come within the next 15 days. So if you look at our calendar here, it is the 25th as of recording this. Yesterday, this article came out. So by the 7th of June, this should be announced. So basically either at Summer Game Fest or at some sort of PlayStation event. Either way, that's the time frame that we're getting. And this comes partnered with the whole Concord situation, which kind of falls into the same category here. So these two games are going to be revealed at likely the same event. And this is starting to line up really well, with there being some sort of PlayStation event in May or worst case, Summer Game Fest. Now, this starts to make questions arise amongst the community, obviously. And Jeff Grubb has said some stuff. Special Nick has also said some stuff. And we're going to cover that stuff as well, because obviously Jeff Grubb is getting some heat because, people are, well, where's the showcase? You said May. Where's the showcase? And Jeff Grubb responds. He says, May still isn't over, so I still think we get a PS event next week. I still don't know if it's a showcase or a state of play. I agree with everyone saying that if it was a showcase, we'd hear about it today. But again, I've just heard a PlayStation thing in May, so there is no thought on whether it's a showcase or state of play. Jeff never said that. He just said that there was some sort of PlayStation event this month. And now he continues to double down, saying, hey, it's going to be sometime next week. Still in May, he believes that that's the case. Now, this continues to look like more of a case of it being a state of play, just given the time frame, how much we know about PlayStation's previous history. But then again, PlayStation is also not that predictable in the way they do their things. So very well, we could still get a showcase, but what seems to be the consensus in the community is that it'll likely be a state of play and probably focusing on a few titles like Astrobot and Concord, as that game is also due out this year. So it's quite interesting to see how the conversation is shifting. Special Nick also says, I'm hearing the PlayStation show, again, still not sure on its label, should be around the 28th, give or take for time zones and such, I guess. So if it's going to be on the 28th, that's 3 days from today. We're looking at a Tuesday. So naturally, this is a lot of rumor and speculation still, obviously, but they're coming from pretty reliable sources. Mostly I'm talking about Jeff Grubb when I say reliable source. And obviously Billy Coon being accurate with his leaks that he's done in the past. So the thing that kind of shocks me is that Billy Coon is not aware of any shows or anything like that happening. But then again, he could just be, privy to a different segment of the industry that tells him more so about games and announcements upcoming rather than maybe a full event or anything like that. So it's possible that we could still get that even though he hasn't heard about it. I personally am in the mind that we are getting a state of play. And I think that that's the only situation where I see PlayStation does a show at this point. I think a showcase might be off the table for now. Maybe a little later this year, they'll go and do that as they get closer to more of their titles being ready for 2025. But as of right now, I just think they're going to be focused on Concord being one of their major releases and showcasing the Astrobot game as well, based on this report at the very least. A showcase maybe later on in the year, September, probably. In a situation like that, I feel like they could capitalize on it if they did that. Otherwise, Summer Game Fest is a great spot for them to show off some of these games as well, which very well could be a case. They could just do these titles at Summer Game Fest and then just do a dedicated state of play for something else, because they have done that in the past before. But I don't know. The idea of there being a showcase is starting to dwindle quite a bit on my end of things. I might be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I feel like a state of play at best, at worst, these games will be at Summer Game Fest. But I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think about all this information? Do you think we're getting a showcase? Do you think we're getting a state of play? Do you think these games are going to be at Summer Game Fest? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share the video to keep this community growing. Now, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Instant Gaming, where you can buy the latest and greatest video games as well as digital currency for your platform of choice. Instant Gaming is reliable with a trust score of 4.7 out of 5 based on more than 700,000 reviews. There is also a vast library of over 100,000 titles, and best of all, you get your games instantly after purchase. Be sure to use the affiliate link in the description to support the channel. Instant Gaming is also doing a monthly giveaway for this community, with the winner getting a game of their choosing. Follow the giveaway link below to enter.